Hello, friends. Happy Tuesday. I'm excited to be with you today. I hope our technology will do as it should. I am just making sure that we are live. If you are seeing this video and you can hear me okay, drop a little hello in the comments. I am going to just make sure. See, it's not working. Let's try again. Okay, can you see me? Can you hear me? Okay, I think we might be good now. Hello, hello. Welcome to another Tuesday in the Stampin' for Fun Craft Cave. I did a little bit of cleaning in the craft cave. I know it doesn't look like it, but I did. So I'm all ready to create for you. If this is your first time joining, say hello. My name is Genevieve Coe. I am an independent business owner here in Markham, Ontario, Canada. And I just love creating with paper. Not because I'm creative, not because I've always loved playing with paper, but really because I was introduced to this great product line from Stamp It Up, and it told me and taught me that anything is possible when you have the right materials. And so it's been almost 19 years that I've been sharing my stamping journey. I call it Stamping Journey because we're going to use stamps to create. So those of you who came out to my kickoff event on Saturday, thank you so much for coming. It was so great to see you guys, and it was so great to set up the fun. I was telling so many people, just setting up that show and share table, it made my heart happy. I was touching all the papers, I was opening packages, I was laying things out. And so for those of you that weren't able to come on Saturday in person, maybe you live too far away, I just want to give you a tiny taste of what we made, and also hope to kind of lay out some of the beautiful things that I laid out in at my event. Because there's one thing about looking at it online or in the catalog, but there's something totally different about looking at it in real life and touching it in real life. So unfortunately, you won't be able to touch it across the screen, but hopefully you will get an idea of things. So good morning, good morning. Okay, so many news I want to share with you. I am working on getting my summer class schedule up and live, but in the meantime, I've added a few things for June. I think there's more I want to add, but there's always lots going on. But one thing that's new that I haven't really done in a really long time since my kids were younger is an adult child crafting class. So if you are looking for something positive, creative, fun to do with your little person in your life, whether it's a child, a grandchild, a niece, a nephew, a neighbor, anything like that, if you want to bring them out to my mini makers class, and I'm doing it in collaboration with Cornell Market, which is a brand new little kind of convenience store / little market that opened up in my neighborhood. And so spots are extremely limited, but I would love to see you there. Let me know if you're interested. The theme is we're going to make a little gift for their teachers. So it'll be on June the 20th. Okay. And I'll prepare some crafty projects for the kids to make, and the grown-up can be there to cheer them on and help them as they need. And there will be snacks available at the market that you can purchase. And part of the teacher's gift will also include some curated snacks as well. So it'll be a great gift for teachers, celebrating teachers, but mostly getting kids doing something positive. As a former occupational therapist, I can tell you how important it is that kids are using their hands and their brains together to create. And so I'm excited to be offering that. And hopefully, if you live local, you can register and come on out. If you live in the neighborhood, it's super easy for you. You can just walk to that new market. Okay, so we're just finalizing the registration for that, but I did put it on my registration form. The link is in the comments, and I can follow up to collect payment and give you more details. What else? What else? Okay, other things to know. We are in the final week of this month of May. Where did May go? But the final week means that it is the final chance to take advantage of the special join offer. Anytime is a perfect time to become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and start your own little side hustle. Whether you want to do it for the savings, whether you want to do it for the earnings, whether you want to do it to build a community, all of those things are possible when you're a demonstrator. And so talk to me because one of the best deal right now is that you will get these 5 new ink pads completely free. And these are our new magnetic case ink pads, which are so easy to open. So but that is not really the whole story, okay? Because if you want to get the ink pads and you just want to enjoy them, then go ahead and shop with me. Your support as a customer is so appreciated and helps my little small business. But if you want a little bit more than just a shopping experience, then think about taking advantage of this offer because you can enjoy so much more, whether it's earning a supplementary modest income, whether it's saving because you buy so many crafting supplies, whether it's because you want to share what you love with others. So think about it because there's only a few days left. Talk to me. I do have special kind of offers for my Team Stick stampers because they're my stamping family. So I would love to have you join us. Anything else? I told you about my new class schedule. I told you about that. Okay, so why don't we see if the little camera setup will work? And I want to show you some swap cards. I'll grab those. Let me. Okay, let's see. Great, you can see my tabletop. I want to see if I can make myself a little smaller. Nope, that's not what I'm going for. Sorry, it's always a bit of a challenge. Okay. Okay, does that work? Can you hear me okay? Whoa, we did it. Okay. And we are not going to share screen compared to last week. After I shared screen, things went really a little haywire. Okay. There we go. See how nicely I clean things up? Please, round of applause. If you guys craft, you'll know how it is. The joy is sometimes in the creating, not so much in the cleaning up process. So let me turn off that light and I want to show you a few things. Okay. This Saturday, I will be leaving on the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip. This is a reward that demonstrators can earn based on their activities as a demonstrator. And so I'm so grateful to have earned this Alaskan cruise. It is a rare accomplishment, so I feel extra proud because less than 1% of demonstrators earn this incentive. And I am really excited to go. I'm going to be taking my son, and uh, we're allowed to bring one guest with us. So I'm looking forward to spending some time with my oldest. Now that the kids are older, I find it's hard to get all the family together. So what I've been trying to do is kind of connect with them one-on-one. So if you follow me, you'll know that I was in Disney World with my daughter before she left for internship in BC. And now I'm going to have some one-on-one time with my oldest son on this incentive trip. And so one of the things we do on the incentive trip is we swap. And I signed up for 2 swaps. I signed up for the card swap and the 3D anything goes kind of swap. There's a scrapbooking swap. And part of me, I know it's Tuesday and I'm leaving Saturday, but part of me is like, maybe I could pull some scrapbook pages together and swap those too. But I really want to participate in it, but I don't know whether I have time. But I just thought I'd show you the little swap that I am going to bring for the cruise. It's just like a little mini kind of purse. I think if any of you came to my ladies retreat day event earlier in the year in April, this was one of the pillow gifts. And I taught people how to make it at that retreat. And I thought, you know what, this would be a cute little 3D item. Now, the thing is, it seems a little strange. I don't know whether I should you can tell me in the comments what you think, whether I should put the candy in and take it with me on the trip, or when I get to the airport, buy the candy. I'm not really sure. Or maybe just don't put candy at all, because it's obvious when we do the swap that people are supposed to know they can put whatever inside. So maybe I don't need to put anything inside, which I'm leaning towards now. So I used the beautiful Ordinary Life Designer Series paper, and look at all the different designs I have. So you can see I just punched out a little circle. Okay, and then I don't know whether the sentiment has been stamped, but I used the little banner sentiments. Let's see. Yep, it's already been punched out. We just need to put a little sentiment on there. So I still need to finish them off before I leave on Saturday, but that is my little 3D swap. I need to still stamp that, but 15 is the number. So I'll have to figure out if you guys have any smart ideas on how I can transport this in my luggage. That would be so appreciated. Go ahead and tell me. Okay. So that's one thing I wanted to show you. The other thing I wanted to show you guys, which I missed showing you last week, I can't remember whether I showed this before, is this little home decor kind of scrapbooking page. And I did it at my last Crafty Kitten Sip. So I have 2 or 3 kits still left and available. So if you'd like one, it is, I believe I put it on my registration form as $40. And if you need shipping, it's $25. Okay. And so, yeah, let me know, and I'll include a tutorial so that you can create yourself. It'll have all the measurements in the tutorial, and you will get all the supplies. Okay, so let me know if you'd like that project. Somebody actually bought that project. They bought 2 so that they could create with I think it's their daughter. And so that's an activity that they could do together. So let me know if you're interested in that. Other things I wanted to show you here. So let's imagine that this is my table at the kickoff event where I shared different things just so people could see it, because seeing things in real life is so much better than seeing them online. This is actually going to be probably one of the raffle door prizes from the event. So if you came to the event, you're wondering if you won a prize, you don't know yet, because I haven't literally after the event, I just kind of chilled out, relaxed, took Sunday off. And then yesterday was a full day of work. So I didn't do the draw prizes, but I will, because the bin of raffle tickets is next to me. But I want to show you the Sunset Shimmer Vellum. Sunset Shimmer Vellum. That's a mouthful. It is beautiful. Can you see the shimmer in that vellum? This is an under-recognized product in the catalog, I think. So I just wanted to have you guys see it in person. I think this is like almost like a balmy blue kind of color. And you get all of these in the package. And it's actually quite heavyweight. You think you're holding 2, but it's just 1. And then here is this one. It's a pink tone, so you know that I love it. Okay, let me see what that, there. Can you see that shine and the shimmer? Gorgeous. Of course, you can purchase it right now. I think it's still available in the online store. So the best thing to do when you're shopping is head to my online store, and you can check under the new arrivals to see everything that's new. And any orders, $60 or more this month, I'll be sending you a tutorial, technique tutorial on a cool new technique that I learned on how to use your DSP and scraps. So if you're interested in getting that tutorial, make sure to shop on my online store. Look at that. This is like a champagne color. Okay, so you get all three colors in the package. Sorry you can't touch it, but it is quite heavyweight and lovely. So that's one product that I had shown at my kickoff because it is too beautiful to miss. Sorry, this is supposed to be a prize and I'm wrecking the little package here. Okay. Da-da-da. Okay, some of the other things that I had on display were the scrapbooking workshop kits. Again, they're easy to overlook, especially if you are not someone who regularly does scrapbooking. I want to tell you a little story. You're hearing, that's what these lives are for, right? To learn more about Genevieve's real life. So my youngest son and his girlfriend were over for dinner last night, and I was talking about, because they go to the university that I attended, which was Queen's University. So I was talking about my old Queen's days and my best friends that I now have, I met there. And then I took out one of my digital scrapbooks and showed them pictures of them. And then I took out my albums with all my scrapbook pages and showed them. And I was thinking how grateful I was that I had made all these scrapbook pages, and the memories just came flooding back, the journaling that I wrote, and it was just so meaningful. And so to me, scrapbooking is not just crafting. It is kind of crafting, but what it's really about is about memory keeping and preserving a moment in time. And so many of us with our smartphones are taking pictures, but we're not printing them out and we're not creating the story with them. And so these scrapbooking workshop kits make it super easy to do that, because you have all the supplies in the kit, not the adhesive or paper trimmer or scissors, and then inside is the instruction booklet that tells you how to make them. So at my event, I had my scrapbook out. People saw the pages that I did, and they saw a glimpse of my real life, all because I took the time to create. And it's getting faster and faster now because of these scrapbooking workshop kits. I buy every single one of them. I sit down, I do them, and then I drop my pictures in. I print out pictures by the hundreds at Blacks. I just send it from my phone direct to Blacks, and then the pictures arrive at my door, and then I can just pop them into the pages that I've already done. So that's how easy it is. I would encourage you to grab some of those scrapbooking workshop kits from my online store. And then they come, many of them coordinate with our existing suites. Okay, next up, I wanted to show you some of the swap cards that I had on display. So let me grab them here. And soon I'll be getting a whole bunch more swap cards from the incentive trip. So you want to make sure if you're watching on YouTube, click the little bell so that you know whenever there's a new video, subscribe to my channel. And if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you follow my page and visit me regularly, because there'll always be some new things. So again, last week, I know I talked about our newest in colors. This is Hydrangea Hue with one of our newest embossing folders. This embossing folder is already out of stock. It was such a hot seller. But all you have to do is, if you're interested in it, just put your email address in and you'll be notified when it's back in stock. Okay. So some of the beautiful papers, right? So this is the Bloom Boutique paper. Let me get that out to show you. Do I have it here to show you? Yes. Okay. So this is called the Bloom Boutique Specialty Designer Series paper. And it is specialty because of the gold flecks in it. Okay, so I don't know if you can see kind of those gold flecks in it. So one side has sort of gold embossing. I love these small floral prints. Okay, actually they're very lovely. And the other side is a little more solid without the gold flecks, but still we've got some floral prints, we've got some geometric prints all in there. Okay, so that's to give you a taste, but I'll keep showing these sample cards so that you can see. And then I'll show you my favorites. Okay, so this one, the Scenic Scenes, this paper is to die for. Again, very popular, sold out, but it'll come back. Make sure you put your email address in to be notified when it's back in stock. This is that beautiful Ordinary Life paper. Okay. Again, there's that embossing folder, just sponged. Isn't that beautiful? All the different colors. So these are all made with our Stampin' Up! Products. It is amazing what you can create with some paper, some ink, and some stamps. Okay, this has been super popular. I didn't gravitate towards it. I think it's called the Moonlit Flora, but because it's so dark and I love bright and cheerful and pastel and butterflies, like that's for me. I love the colors in the beautiful Ordinary Life suite. But I've been pleasantly surprised with the different kind of the different swap cards I've received using this suite. It wasn't as dark and somber as I imagined. So yeah, so those are a few samples there. Let me know in the comments what you think of those samples. Okay, so before I move on to our actual project today, this is one of the cards that we made at our event. And it's actually using this little peaceful pine branch, came from this die here, from the Flowering Meadows dies. But I just want to highlight this vellum here because it is the product of the month. So a whole package of this paper is only $7. And, oh, is it on my lap here? No, this is the velvet paper. Hang on a minute. Let's see. Here it is. Okay. Is this it? I think it's in the wrong. There you go. Okay, so you get a gigantic pack of vellum. It's called the Berry Botanicals Vellum. How many of you have already claimed the product of the month this month? All you have to do to claim this product is place a minimum $100 order in your cart. Before checking out, add the product of the month, okay? It is only $7 for the product of the month. Okay, and look at this vellum. Again, the beauty of vellum is that it is softer, that there's a bit of a translucent, transparent look to it. You can kind of see my hand behind, okay? And so you can use these vellums in so many different ways. Okay, I love Peaceful Pine. I didn't know I would love Peaceful Pine. I really thought Hydrangea Hue would be my favorite in color, but Peaceful Pine is really becoming, I thought it would just be for Christmas, but I'm finding I'm using it more and more. You can see I've got it there because it's not the same as Garden Green, but look at this one. Okay, and so that's how I created this, this card here. Just die cut it with our Arches dies. It gives a great kind of background look, a little bit of spring, but a little softer because we've got the transparency behind. Okay, so make sure to take advantage of the product of the month. Every month there's a new product of the month, and they only exist while supplies last. So it looks like um, the one from March, I think, has been sold out. I tried to access the April one, but I think it's sold out too because I wasn't able to get it for a customer. And yeah, so I actually should call Stampin' Up about that, whether it's sold out or because the other day it just said kind of zero. But maybe because it was a holiday, their tech people didn't get it fixed there. Okay, so those are the things I wanted to show you. Who's ready to do a little crafting? I'll show you the little packet that everyone got at my event. You can see that I even included like an in color bookmark for everybody so that they could see the in colors. Oh, this was like a sample one. I don't know. I told them this was like the tester one. I actually printed them on cardstock, but you can see all 5 in colors at a glance. They're beautiful together, and it's a great reason to get all 5 and start your stamping journey by taking advantage of the join offer this month. It ends in just a few days. We're into urgency moments now. Okay, and then the little packet here. And in the packets, I had slipped a golden ticket in one of them. So that's part of my fun of my kickoff events too, is kind of that golden ticket experience. Okay, is it this card I want to make today? I think so. Okay, because I want to showcase the beautiful designer series paper, which I've been using. Jennifer and I just finished our camp, the Velvet Meadow designer series paper. It's kind of flocked. There's like velvet elements on each of them. So this is the one I was talking about when I laid it out on my table. I was like touching it. It was so great. So for my events, I typically pre-cut everything. So we have everything kind of pre-cut here. So I'll just go through the measurements with you. So if you want to craft along, and again, the best success and the best final project you'll get is when you're using our coordinating Stampin' Up product. Don't be shy about shopping. If you're not sure how to shop or where to begin, send me a personal message. I'd be happy to give you a one-on-one session to help you. But let me give you the measurements. So this is our basic white thick cardstock. I cut it at 4 1/4 inches and it's 11 inches. So I used the 8.5 by 11 cardstock and just cut it in half at 4 1/4. So our finished card will be 5.5 inches by 4 1/4 inches. Okay. And then next, what we're going to do is take a basic white layer. Okay. Again, our cardstock, high quality cardstock. It's not going to be flimsy. It's not going to disintegrate on you. 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. Okay. And then we'll take that lovely peaceful pine. It's just a bit. Here, I'll show you garden green, because if you're like me, you're thinking, oh, it's like garden green, but it is not like garden green. Let me see. Here is garden green. Okay. Do you see the difference? When you see them side by side, you realize peaceful pine is just a little trendier. I guess that's why it is one of the in colors. Garden green is still a tried and true green, but there's a lovely tone to this one. Okay, so let's adhere that on. So this is going to be 3.5 by 4 3/4 inches. Okay, so I've already pre-cut that. We'll just adhere that on. I'm using our seal adhesive, which I love, but everyone has their own adhesive preference. If you're not used to the angle that you roll at, it might take you a second to get used to it, but there we go. Okay. And then this is the beautiful Flowering Metal Designer Series paper I was talking about. Can you see these white bits? They are soft and velvety, so it gives you a very fun kind of texture to your card. And then what we're going to do is we are going to lay these out up here. Okay, so that looks good. Or let me see. I wonder whether these two pieces are supposed to match. Let's go this way. Okay. So these two actually happen to be adjacent pieces. This one is its own piece, I think. So I don't know which side is better. I actually like it on this side better. There we go. Okay, so let's adhere that down. And whenever I do threes, what I like to do, again, it's totally up to you, is I'm just kind of creating a bit of a border here. So I'm just kind of eyeballing so that it lines up. Okay, so I'll do either side first, and then I can eyeball where to put the middle, okay? And of course, even if it's not perfect, it doesn't matter. It is handmade, and that's what makes it special, okay? And I also want you to just kind of take note about how beautifully the colors coordinate. This is the power of using and purchasing Stampin' Up! Product, okay? Authentic Stampin' Up! Product will have the color coordination. It will have the colors listed on the back, so you know Peaceful Pine is in there. And we will finish that off. So not only do we have the cardstock in Peaceful Pine, some of our Designer Series paper has Peaceful Pine. We've got ink in Peaceful Pine, which I'm going to use in a little bit. But we also have ribbon in Peaceful Pine. Okay, look at that. Look at how quickly this is coming together. So let me put that across. I can either put it right across there, or maybe I'll put it a little bit lower. Okay, and then we'll tape it at the back. There we go. Perfect. And then we will stamp our sentiment. So I am going to grab the sentiment from here. Maybe the "You Always Make Me Smile." Let me just see whether it got put back after I do a big event. Then I just throw everything in my basement and I go put my feet up and eat potato chips. True story. So I'm like, did I put it back? Okay. And so this strip, this actually looks skinnier than normally I would cut it. I normally do like 1/2 inch. This almost looks like 3/8 of an inch. Let's see. Okay, and then we'll pop it on there. And again, with our photopolymer stamps, it's easy to see through. We'll line it up. Where did my Peaceful Pine go? Okay. Oops. I'm still getting used to these new ink pads. Okay. And so we'll go ahead and stamp our sentiment. Okay, you'd think it's not going to fit, but it kind of does. There you go. Can you see that? Okay, so we'll pop that on. We might need some mini dimensionals to kind of pop that up. We could even use our scissors, and this is a fun little thing that I like to do. Sometimes just kind of cut it on an angle there, so it just gives a little interest. And I'll just use our mini Stampin' Dimensionals. Okay, so we sell dimensionals in regular. This is the mini because they're a little smaller, and dimensionals are just double-sided adhesives with foam that gives a little lift. Okay, so it just gives, again, a little pop to your project. There we go. Okay, so now that I've wrapped the ribbon around, I can put it right onto our card base here. Close my ink pad. And there we go. And I think we need to finish it off with some gems. And here's a little trick. Where are, I think they're here. Are these the Peaceful Pine Blends markers? Yes. Okay, so I'm just going to use the bullet end, and I am going to color. So you can actually color the gems any color you want with our blends markers. Okay. And so I love at my events just to show different things. I think some people were perplexed. Why are these markers in the bin? And then when they look carefully at the card sample, they realized that the little gems were not clear, but were actually peaceful pine colored. So we'll pop these on. Okay, and it just gives a little bling bling. That's why it's always fun to always have some clear gems, some clear ribbons, because you can always dye them in the coordinating color. Of course, we do have peaceful pine gems anyway, but this has a little more shine. So, okay, let me get my take your pick tool. Sometimes it's easier to pull it off with that. Where should we put the third one? Okay, and there is our finished card. I wish you guys could touch the paper, but you'll just have to take my word for it. It is such a beautiful paper, such a win to have that extra texture, and the gems are really fun. Okay, so that is the card I wanted to show you today. I know that time moves so quickly, so many of you probably received the catalog that I mailed you, but haven't had a chance to do any shopping. So go ahead and shop. And if your wish list is super long and you think there'll be more that you want to continue to buy, maybe you're early in your stamping journey and want to get a lot of the basics, then definitely think about joining my team, Stick Stampers. I'd love to welcome you while the offer is on. I took out all these things to show you guys, but let me see whether I can remove this. Okay, we had a little better success with technology today. Thank you so much for joining me. And don't forget, my shopping specials is if your order is $60 or more, you'll get a free technique tutorial video showing how to use your DSP scraps in a really fun way. And if your order is $100 or more, make sure to add the $7 product of the month. But you'll also receive a special tutorial bundle from me featuring all the projects, 12 different projects using that product of the month. So lots of inspiration. You're not going to want to miss it. Step-by-step instructions. So that's my way of saying thank you for supporting my small business. And connecting with me. Thank you so much. Have a great Tuesday. Bye, everybody.